Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalam, Rasulullah, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, a'udhu billahi min ash-shaytan rajim, bismillahir rahmanir rahim, Iqra bismi rabbika alladhi khalaq. We always, inshallah ta'ala, most of the time, inshallah ta'ala, we begin a webinar, a course, focusing on the cave of Hira, where the first revelation came down to the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, because this is where it began. And our beloved messenger, peace and blessings be upon him, he was in deep contemplation, deep tafakkur of creation, drawing closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, moving away from sin city. And the revelation began. And this was now, as we learned from the ulama, the angel Jibril alayhi salam now saying to the Prophet, peace and blessing be upon him, recite Iqra. Now connect the revelation which will come down over 23 years with the signs of the universe, which will be there in the Quran, ayah. And so everything that we are doing in Heartsea really always goes back to Iqra bismi rabbika alladhi khalaq. And it goes back to understanding this, the Islamic term fiqh, because when we talk about everything as being disconnected and within things in isolation and specialized from school, specialized subjects from school and business and how we're seeing the world and a crisis of perception, everything in its silos, it's even affecting our Islamic dar-ul-looms, our institutes, our maktab. And even with fiqh, now fiqh has its place in Islamic jurisprudence, but from the Quranic perspective, fiqh means something much more wider. Fiqh means to understand. And this connects us to the deep Islamic contemplation, why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is continually asking us to ponder, to reflect, to see, to study. So behind all of this is a fiqh of nature, to understand. And to understand everything in today's times. Subhanallah. Because the Quran is a living miracle. Subhanallah. But it is only those that have eyes to see, ears to hear, and the heart that will see, the qalb. And the only thing that will save us and protect us when we are in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is al-qalb as-salim, the contented heart. That, inshallah ta'ala, is in divine order, that vertical connection in harmony with creation. Subhanallah. And that is our whole purpose. And that message is throughout the Quran. And it was a teaching of our beloved messenger, sallallahu alayhi wasallam. And if we study his life, his whole life was connected to the natural world. And that's our mission. Once we become connected to the natural world, we go back and we return to our fitrah, then we will begin to understand our purpose. وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونِ. And we will begin to draw closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we will then understand really, because we've lost it, what does the term Muslim mean? What does Islam mean? Who is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? We will begin to fall in love with the Quran, and then we can say from our heart, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.